Hi, welcome to Indigo Park. Guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready for the challenge to be over, guys. I'm done. I'm so done. Uh, like, man. Is it? It's not even September yet, right? It's still August. Yeah, it's the 27th of frickin' August, so it's like... Jeez. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Oh man, we still have like 4 months. 4 months of Indigo Park every day. Oh geez, dude, I better get this whole I'm done with this out of my head. Because I got 4 months to go at least, buddy. I really didn't think... I don't know. I didn't expect to feel this burnt out ever, just from how short of a game it is. But like, surprisingly, dude, it's the burnout is real. The burnout is real, but it'll be all right. That's kind of the whole point of the challenge is to burn out but keep going, right? That's kind of the whole point of doing X every day, you know, for a while. That's kind of the whole point of those challenges is just to do it until burnout and then keep pushing, right? Imagine had I actually started when Indigo Park came out. That would have been an easy, like, 6 months or... Well, no, Indigo Park came out in May, right? I don't remember. I'm thinking May. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But basically, like, anywhere between, like, 5 or 7 months, something like that. Extra would have been added to my time. Or was Indigo Park 20... No, Indigo Park was 2024. Come on, man. Just give me the flippin' bracelet. Look at Lloyd. He's cocky, Lloyd. Derpy Finley. Molly's actually... Molly... really. Molly's plush is probably my favorite design out of all these. I like Molly's plush the best. For the old school plushes, did Molly even look different? I don't remember what the old Molly looked like. I just remember what the old not Finley, my bad. The old Lloyd and Rambley. I remember what those two look like. And the new Lloyd is definitely an improvement over the old Lloyd for sure. This one definitely fits his personality a lot more. The new Rambley's not bad either. I almost like the old one just because it's in the same sitting position as the makeshift plushie. But other than that, the new one's probably better, you know. Oh, excuse me. Quit looking at me. You ain't interesting. I like how they just threw that in there, the head following you. I appreciate that, by the way. 3% off is pretty nice. I don't have any food here, but I'm hungry. There's got to be something. I have like a steak I could make. It's weird, right? I pretty much just have steak right now. But I'm supposed to be going to bed in like 50 minutes here, and like I know if I make the steak and start eating it, and I'm gonna be late to bed. So I'm tempted not to. I'll just pick something up on my way to work tomorrow morning. I don't know, man. Gotta learn how to stock up on food better for sure. My lady's actually pretty good about that. She has all her food stocked up, I think. Maybe she's just as bad as me. Well, I had the bright idea to go on this whole thing of just eating meat for a while. Like, not really, I guess it was carnivore, but like it wasn't really supposed to be carnivore. I just kind of chose to do it. And I've done it in the past, and it wasn't that bad actually. But this last time was a mistake because I was out working all day in the sun and stuff too. I had to be in the sun yesterday. This was yesterday this happened. I had to be in the sun too, and I was just running everywhere, and I was moving my hands a lot, tools and all that. And then I got home, my head was pounding, I was like dizzy, I was about to pass out. And then I had a different steak, and I cooked it up and ate it, and it was like, I screwed up. I didn't get a fat enough cut. I got like a really lean cut, and it was just like, dude, no. Like, I finished it, and then I was still hungry, and I did not feel any better. We had to get me some greasy food, like stat. I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. I'm not doing this stupidity anymore. Because I was trying to eat one meal a day and just meat or whatever, but no. Not for me, man. At least not at this time. Finley, I'm literally yapping about eating steaks. That's how tired I am of this segment, Finley. Think about that, Finley. I just share so much not needed to know information with everyone. I just don't care. Like, it's like whatever, man. I just don't care, you know? By the way, no, he doesn't. For me, like, I can't. I do it some episodes, for sure. Maybe even half my episodes I've done it. But there are episodes where I can just sit here quietly and play. But I will go extra insane if I just sit here the entire time quietly playing the game. So I need to just yap sometimes and keep my mind going on other things, and then all of a sudden it's over. That's the one thing in Indigo Park that makes it hard to play every day, is there's a lot of cutscene. So there's the cutscene here with the train ride. There's all the times that like you can't progress until you're done talking to Ramley, especially after the chase, getting into the park and everything. There's a lot of moments where you're just standing there, like waiting for something to happen. And those are the moments where it's the hardest. Like right now is not so bad because I'm moving. My hands are actively moving on the keyboard. My character's moving. I'm in control of what I do a little bit. It's not so bad. It's the moments where you're pretty much just sitting there, like, and you can't progress until the game lets you progress. Or it's like, ah. But I think the burnout's nothing severe. It's just like I guess you could call it a casual burnout with this challenge. Because like I said, I got 50 minutes. Well, has it already been 5 minutes? It looks like it. 4 minutes or so. But whatever, who cares? 50 minutes. Let's just say 50 minutes still. About 50 minutes from supposed to be in bed, man. And so it's like I was showering, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got to find and make myself something to eat and just sit down. I'm going to relax, watch some TV, and then I'll finish, brush my teeth, and go to bed, right? But man, then I was like, I got to do Indigo Park still. I didn't do it yet today. But that's like an automatic 20 minutes off that time. You know, so now we're down to 30 minutes once it's over. Is that 35 or whatever time it was before I actually started, you know. Molly. That's because, like I said, I'm working a lot of overtime lately, so it's like I'm getting home pretty late into the afternoon. I go to work like around midnight hours, around 2 in the morning. And so most days at least. And so normally I get out like, 10, 11 in the morning. But lately I've been staying until like 12, 1, very rarely 2, but sometimes 2 p.m. even. Pulling 10 to 12s 5 days a week. And so I've been getting home and I've been just like, dude, I'm cooked, man. I'm just done, dude. I just want to chill, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, it's not happening. Because you got to do some stuff around the house or whatever. And then it's like, when it's finally time to just be like, all right, you know what? Phew. It's like, oh, wait, I got to play Indigo Park. So it's like, that's why it's like, it's not a hard thing to do. It's just a casual burnout. Because, long story short, like I said, I have to yap to keep myself sane. So that's why I yapathoned right there. But, long story short, the reason the casual burnout was happening is because I don't have a lot of time to myself right now in this moment. And I would like to spend that time sitting down, eating some unhealthy food, and watching the TV. Having some milk or something and watching the TV. And instead, that time is being spent completing this challenge. That's where the casual burnout comes in, where it's nothing like crazy, but where I'm just like, ugh, There was one night I got really dramatic about it. It was kind of funny. It was a Saturday night, I think. I know my lady would be able to confirm because she was laughing at me. That was the part recently where, like a week or two ago, where she was walking around the kitchen making fun of me because before I sat down to film, because we had a whole night planned, and before we could start, I had to play Indigo Park, and I was like, no! I just want to... No! No! And I was all freaking out, like, no, I don't want to do it. And then, like, I'm like, ugh. And then right before I fired up the OBS, I pressed the record button. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, all like being mad about it. And then I just hopped on, like, hey, welcome to Indigo Park. You just hear my girlfriend in the background. You're so fake. That night was a bigger burnout for sure, but it's just the casual burnout that's sticking with me right now, man. But it's okay, because once the challenge is over, I need to take a huge break from this sort of stuff and just relax. Relax a little bit. Well, and that's the cool thing, too, is a lot of things at work are going to settle down at the end of the year. A lot of the big projects we're working on are supposed to settle down by the end of the year. They're supposed to be kind of wrapping up and completing. So I'm going to get a bit of a reprieve from work and from the Indigo Park Challenge and from a lot of things. And it'll be nice and cool weather. Like, woo! It's nice, dude. It's going to be nice. Frickin' December, here we come. Well, not really December, January, here we come. That's when it's all going to be over for sure. But, 2026. That's not to say I'm having a bad 2025. I'm not. I'm actually having a really good 2025. I'm just not having I'm having a busy 2025, but it's still good. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm still having a good 2025. Still having a good one. Honestly, listen, Molly, that was bullshit because I couldn't jump on the trampoline. Anyway. And honestly, I know a lot of people say this sort of corny stuff, and it's like people get sick of it. But honestly, dude, I got a roof over my head. I got AC. I'm living. I've no reason to be like having a bad year. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people hate that sort of stuff. Like, oh my gosh, shut up. But it's like, you know what, man? It's the truth, man. We're living. I'm living, man. Why am I going to be freaking out, like, completely, Or say, like, life sucks or something. Because it doesn't. You know, no one ever promised, like, life would be easy or anything, but to be honest, all things considered, compared to what a lot of people have, life's pretty simple, you know? Gotta count your blessings if you have them. Count your blessings, man. Can you tell can you tell I need to go to bed? Can you tell? Do you care? I don't care. So I won't be surprised if you don't care either. What? Gosh. I need to shut up. Man, I'm pissing myself off. If I didn't already waste time, I feel like I'd want to redo this recording just because I've talked a little too much. But whatever, it's fine. It's got to beat the episodes where I sit there just dead quietly staring at the screen, right? It's got to beat those episodes. I notice, and I don't actually like ever point it out because like I don't truly care, but I do notice that like if I upload an episode, I very rarely get a dislike, but I get like a couple dislikes here and there. And I notice the ones that I get dislikes on are the episodes where I'm either dead quiet or I'm just I'm not giving the game any respect. So like an episode where I'm clearly watching TV or something, which only happened once, or an episode where I'm just playing on my phone the whole time, or I'm just like not saying anything. So obviously someone somewhere, even though we are in the 200 pluses, is expecting reasonable engagement from me. You know what I mean? Which is fair enough. But this is unreasonable engagement. This is me spouting bull crap at you for no reason. I'm wasting your time. I'm wasting my time. But I'm not really that sorry, you know? This is the internet. Everything I say and do on here is going to stick with me for life. Fuck. It's going to be okay, though. Dang it. I just dropped the F-bomb, too, man. I'm trying to stop cussing. Yes, I would, Rambley. I'd be willing to help you. I'm trying to stop swearing, too, just because I don't know. I don't want to swear anymore. But it's kind of hard when you're surrounded by it all day, every day. And it's also just the way you feel sometimes, you know? I don't know. I just chose not to. Well, sorry. I didn't choose anything because I'm failing at it, but I just don't want to anymore. I don't care about sounding smarter or anything. I just don't... I don't know. I just don't want to anymore, but I still do it. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you somehow made it through all of that and did not click off this video, I'm surprised because I would have, because I'm making myself annoyed and I'm just I'm the one talking. I appreciate you for sticking it out. I do. I do care about that. I do appreciate that sort of stuff. It's cool, you know. It's cool to be in this journey together with everyone. But yeah. No crash outs. There's not going to be a crash out park episode, even though that would be funny. That would be a good tactic, right? I do a crash out episode where like I pretend to fully lose my mind and just break my chair or something. Like I pick up my chair and slam it. Like I'm so sick of this game. But no, there's not going to be any actual crash out. Just casual burnout. Casual burnout. You know, it's to be expected. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Right? Well, yeah, every day. Every day. I'm out of here, man. Thank you. Have a good one. Later. Rambly, put the screen off. Yeah, thanks.